My name is Godfrey Gashoka. I'm a photographer specializing in events and portraits. By events, I'm talking about weddings, I'm talking about corporates, or pretty much like any social gathering that there is. We're going to do your photography, and I'm going to also do your videography. That is also a major that I've done. In portraits, photography, I'm talking about portraits, I'm talking about also events, I'm talking about studio photography. Now, in relation to all that, I have an added 10-year experience, and we're going to get to that. But today I want to talk about the events aspect, and I'm going to talk about weddings from the first contact with the client up to the delivery. I'm going to just summarize what I feel and what I feel works for me, and even what has not worked for me. I've put it in a way that will work for you, so that at least msaidike pia, au sio? This is for photographers mostly, but I feel it can also be a good lesson to the couple's wedding. Now, number one, the first contact. When you get the first client, ama the second, ama the third, ama even the 10th client, they will do a call. Probably they've gotten your number from somewhere else, and probably it's a referral, ama you advertised somewhere and they saw your work and they want to actually now work with you. How do you go about it? If you're busy and you tell them you're going to call them back, make sure you actually call them back on time, and as you promise, just make sure that you actually do call them. When you call them, this is the first conversation that you actually have with them. The conversation and the first impression, it's not about money. Si unalipisha pesa ngapi. That is not even the conversation. The conversation you should be having with them, first ask them about the date. The date answer will help you know that any other conversation that you're having with them, it will be guided by that answer. What do I mean? The date will help you know if you're booked, so that now you can steer the conversation to, yes, I'm not booked, I will be with you. Yes, I'm booked, but I have a team that I can actually send to work with you for that specific day. Now, from there, the client will say probably, yes, we are comfortable with you sending the team. Ama, if it's not you coming, then let us go to the next person. Tuendele kutafuta. Now, the importance of also the first conversation, itakusaidia to get to know what do you call them? To get to know the expectations of the couple. What kind of photography are they going for? What do they think has worked in other events, and what thoughts do they have about their events in relation to photography and video? Do they want more of documentary style? Do they want more of post kind of photography? As in, you get to understand that are they fun people, or are they just traditional people, so that it's easier for you to even communicate this to your team. And even from the back of your head, when you're doing your research towards the day, you actually know what you're getting yourself into. If it's possible, you just say yes. If it's not possible, you just say this is not my style, but I can recommend somebody who can actually do that. Yes, we are going to take the job, but you can get somebody to help you who is also conversant with that style. That goes for the photographer. Okay, now when you do that the first meeting, you give them like 3 days for them to get back to you. Now, when they get back to you, I'm assuming the first day you also communicated like, these are my rates, these are my figures, this is my module of payments, and this is how I work. Now, when you give them time to think about it, are you the right fit? That is now when the second communication will be good. You wanted to go with me, you've decided to go with me. Now you have to commit yourself. We call it a booking fee, you can just call it a deposit. A certain percentage. Each photographer will do this differently. So for us, especially if it's not on short notice, we pretty much do like a 20% booking fee. Then we're actually going to do a deposit of like the balance, like 50% of the balance, or whatever percentage that we feel like it's going to be viable, like 2 weeks before the wedding. Then on the wedding day, the other balance you just leave it to the client. If it's the wedding day, they can actually do half the balance the wedding day. Then when you're delivering, when you're delivering, they can actually clear the 30% or whatever percentage, 20-30% or whatever percent you had decided on. Now, when you do that, this is where most photographers go wrong. They just keep quiet and wait like 2 days before the wedding kuulizana, by the way unakumbuka harusi ni coming Saturday? No, just keep constant communication with the client. This will instill confidence in you for them. If you have time, you can actually create a pre-shoot for them. We call it our coffee date with clients back here. This will help us know how to pose the clients in camera and pretty much like get to know most of these clients, their ins and outs, because to us, we are strangers, we're all strangers. So the pre-shoot will pretty much like help us get to know this client in a better way. And if there's no time for that, keep communicating with WhatsApp and whatever. Just encourage them to send pictures. If they see nice wedding photos that they would love to replicate in your wedding, they can actually send that to them. You can create a mood board on Pinterest that you can also share with them so that they can also add their photos. This will also help the process of you thinking, are they a fun couple? Are they a traditional couple? How do I get to pose them? What kind of styles are they thinking about in that day? Sasa hiyo time ya kushoot, it won't be that difficult because you're pretty much in the same headspace. You're not guessing about anything on that specific day. Now sasa we're done with everything. The due date of the wedding is here.